Hey guys, it's Daniela. Today I want to share a quick tip with you for shedding extra winter weight. So now that spring is here, happy spring, a lot of my clients are asking what are the easiest, fastest ways that I can just get rid of this extra weight. I'm ready to feel leaner and lighter and have more energy, and aren't we all? So on that note, my favorite go-to tip to make weight loss, enjoyable and not all about deprivation is increasing cruciferous vegetables in your diet. So if you're not familiar with cruciferous veggies, they are a subcategory of vegetable that is like your veggie superstars. They're really high in fiber, they have protein, they're very high in vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin A. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So do some reading if you're curious on all the health benefits of the cruciferous veggie family. But in the meantime, start eating them. So the easiest ones to find, and my favorites, are cabbage. I have a purple cabbage here, purple or green is fine. Kale, which is pretty easy to find nowadays. This is the lacinato black kale. Then broccoli. If you can't get your hands on some broccoli, call me, we'll figure it out. Fresh broccoli. I buy mine already cleaned most of the time. This is organic broccoli. I'm all about convenience, making it, still really healthy, but faster and easier, ready to go. And finally, cauliflower. So here I have riced cauliflower. I'll tell you about that in a second. So, how do you make these vegetables taste good? There's many different ways to prepare them. Let me just tell you one of my favorites for each one to help you out. So cabbage, so cheap, so easy to buy. I love to keep it raw. So I find cooked cabbage is kind of lifeless. I shred it up. You can use a food processor or just grab a knife and start chopping. Just get it nice and thin. Make yourself a coleslaw, except not with mayonnaise and all that heavy stuff. Go for just fresh lime, fresh lemon, cilantro, parsley, a little bit of olive oil, all of those really flavorful additions that are gonna keep it fresh. Think of an Asian slaw. You could even put a splash of rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar, even better, and go for eating a cup of cabbage in a day. You're really gonna feel full. The trick with all of these cruciferous veggies is that because the fiber is so high, in 1 cup of broccoli, you get 6 grams of fiber. That's about 20% of your daily value of fiber, which is awesome. You also get protein in broccoli. Most people don't think about that. So yeah, you've got your cabbage, shred it up, have it as a coleslaw. You can also leave it, already with lemon and herbs in your fridge, and it'll just get nice and tender. And I've had it, in my fridge for 4 days, and it's still great. It doesn't get mushy because it's such a firm veggie. Next is kale. So something that's gonna help you if you buy your kale the way I do, just not washed conventionally, is from the farmer's market or supermarket, a salad spinner. So if you don't have a salad spinner, they are amazing. I couldn't live without mine. You don't need to get a fancy one. The stainless steel ones are really nice, but you don't have to spend $50. You can spend 10 or 20. What's great about them is that you put all your leaves in here, wash it thoroughly. You can dry them so that you're not dealing with wet, lettuce or kale. If you don't know this trick with kale, if you want to get the stems off, the ribs, hold it, pinch, and then just slide your finger down. So makes it really easy. You just kind of start the bottoms and slide. If I'm cooking kale, I will usually keep the stems on, but for raw, it can be a little too intense, too dense. So wash your kale, again, chop it really finely if you want to do a salad. The trick is take a little bit of sea salt, high quality sea salt, and massage it into your kale leaves, and they will totally change texture. They'll get very soft and mellow. It takes some of that edge off the kale. If you're sauteing it, that's my next go-to, I would just do, a little bit of either vegetable broth or water in the pan with the kale. You don't even need oil for cooking it. Keep it light. And then once it's sauteed, add a tiny bit of olive oil, lemon. I love always putting lemon on my cooked greens, just brightens them up. And cook it with some garlic or onion. So that's your side of sauteed kale. Moving on to the broccoli. So I told you I buy the washed, ready to go florets. Steaming is just really the healthiest way to cook vegetables. You don't need to add oil, and often cooking with oil, we just end up adding way more than we think. And through a day, if you're always pouring that olive oil bottle or coconut oil, it's gonna add up to be maybe more oil than you want in your diet. So I have a pot that came with a steamer basket. If you don't, get one of these at any home goods store or online, very cheap and easy. It's a little metal collapsible one. Put it in a pot with inch or two of water below it. just dumping my broccoli quarts right in my pot and steam it for 5 minutes. You know, not even. You want to let the broccoli get bright green, but keep it on the firm side, verge on the side of undercooking, because overcooked you're going to kill a lot of the important nutrients and vitamins in here and the enzymes. So lightly steam. And then again, I go for lemon. With broccoli, I love nutritional yeast. So if you've never heard of nutritional yeast, it is an inactive yeast, so it's not the yeast you would use for baking, but instead it's very high in fortified with vitamin B. So it has all your B vitamins, which is important for your skin, your hair, your nails, and much more, cognitive functioning. So sprinkle some of this. Think of it as like a Parmesan cheese replacement. So good. Oh, it smells so good. It's kind of like nutty and cheesy. And cayenne pepper for a little bit of kick. So buy organic cayenne pepper. This is Whole Foods, but you can buy it all over. And here I've got my extra virgin cold processed olive oil. This again, Whole Foods, but you can buy it at many places. Just go for cold pressed extra virgin, organic if possible. And lastly is cauliflower. So cauliflower is like the superstar vegetable right now. People, are using it in all sorts of creative ways that they didn't used to, which is very cool. I will make cauliflower pizza crust, cauliflower mac and cheese. But to keep it simple, just you buy it either whole, or this is Trader Joe's riced cauliflower. It's already shredded up. There's no rice in here. But what it does is it provides a really cool replacement for a side like rice. So saute with some onion and garlic, a bunch of seasonings. You can go for curry seasonings. Turmeric is very anti-inflammatory. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and make a little curried rice side. And you have a cup of this. You feel like you're getting your white rice, but really you're having, something that's much lower carbohydrate. Skip on the starchy grains as we get into spring. Go for the vegetables instead of grains to kind of lighten things up and not, spike your blood sugar the way that a bowl of white rice would. So there you have it. My favorite cruciferous vegetables, how to cook them. My go-to tip is to have 1 cup of cruciferous veggies of any kind at lunch and dinner. If that's too much, go for one or the other, but basically work to add that cup of veggies in and let me know how you feel. You should really feel more full and have it as a first course of your meal, not a side or a second or third course once you've filled up on the more calorically dense, unhealthy items that might end up on your plate. Hope this was helpful, and you guys have a great day. I will see you soon, and if you have any comments or questions or requests for other videos you'd like to see, please go ahead and comment below, and I will see you guys soon.